Welcome to episode 5 of the Beyond the 90-Minute podcast powered by Cash Out Tips. And on today's episode, we're talking about Manchester United relegation trouble, Arsenal title hope, Liverpool and Man City dominant again, Madrid drop points yet again, and reaction to all the other weekend games as well. But before that though, how you been, bro? What's up?
Those La Liga referees were all born in hell. Every single one of them were all born in hell. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, within the episode. But as you all know, back to Cash Out Tips, like the best place you can get all your booking tips, all your betting tips, all your betting codes. Log on to the site cashouttips.com. The link will be in the bio. Register is basically really simple. The site is very informative. Everything is basically there. Log on, you'll see expert tips, expert opinion, experts insights on the games you can stick on. And also, if you want to bypass the whole stress of calculating and analyzing odds, there are tips there already, codes, games there already booked by expert tipsters that you can buy, really affordable. We've already created a cycle, literally. Log on to the site, buy, play, win, come back to the episode.
Like, just stop losing money. Because I know you lost money this week again.
Yes, you lost money.
Talking to you, John.
Yeah.
You lost money this week again.
Chinedu. You
You
lost money this week.
Yeah. So before we get on to the episode though, same thing, please. We're a small YouTube channel, we're just starting. So please subscribe.
Yeah, we see your efforts, your view, but
We need more.
We need more.
I know we're greedy, but we need more. We need more likes, more views. Yeah.
Support the brand.
100%. So there's only one place to start off with. Manchester United. And I don't even know where to start. You see, on Friday or Saturday, I was messaging him. I was like, okay, like what are we doing today for today's show? And he just goes, Ahmad is out for the rest of the season. And I'm like, Lord, what do you mean? What do you mean by Ahmad is out for the rest of the season?
Yes,
like this guy is trolling.
Yes,
I just check it. I see Ahmad is out. Menu is out. Collier is out, and I'm like, oh god,
Lisandro Martinez is
out for the season. I'm like, what are we going to do?
How are you guys going to survive,
bro? And then yesterday's match, did you see the bench?
Chido, Obi,
bro, those guys that have never played before
in their lives,
bro. But forgetting that, if I'm talking about the actual match, obviously before I get into what I thought about it as the Tottenham fan here,
me?
Yeah, like what do you think about the match?
You guys couldn't score in a brothel. Basically, I mean, there were so many chances to score and you couldn't take a chance.
Bro, do you get?
So you cannot say that people didn't play well. Spurs didn't play well as Spurs, because if you look at the kind of lineup you guys put in, to have those chances that you guys had, they shouldn't be having those. But thank God, like, they didn't score. 1-0 obviously is not a scoreline you would expect for that kind of fixture. I was expecting,
bro, like 3-2, 4-3, like something crazy.
So obviously both teams were not at their best, but it just seems that Man United are the worst right now.
Bro, it was like a mid or mid. But like, a lot of things are wrong with the game. And I'll get on to Bruno in a minute. Because last week...
He doesn't like...
No, because last week you came on here and you told me Bruno is the sixth best midfielder in the world.
Sorry.
And I'm telling you...
Sorry. No vex.
Bro, I saw it. As I was prepping for the show, I saw a tweet that was like, the worst thing about Bruno is that he's available for every single game.
What is that supposed to mean?
Bro, I'm telling you. Okay, wait.
It's not because...
Wait, quick question. Guess how many times Bruno lost possession yesterday?
I'm not supposed to.
No, like, just guess.
There's no way I'm going to.
No, just guess. Do you want to know what it was?
How many times?
28. I'm telling you, a lot of fans were giving Casemiro a lot of stick just because, like, he wasn't, obviously, he's not of the level.
Yeah.
Like, they kept on bypassing him and everything. But I'm telling you, Bruno didn't give him any support at all. The amount of times Bruno would just run off all the way forward, leaving Casemiro alone to man that midfield against Maddison, against Bentancur, against Bergvall. He didn't.
Bergvall.
Bro. And I said it last week, and I've been saying it on this show time and time.
Did you expect to get the results against Spurs? Like, tell yourself the truth first of all before you begin to blame Bruno.
Bro, like,
did you expect to get the result of Spurs?
Why not? Because bro, literally, us and Spurs were not far apart.
You are far apart.
No, we are not.
You are far
apart.
But
Spurs are in the bottom half of the table. Yes,
Spurs are 12th, you're 15th.
But like, before this game week, weren't we like 14th?
In terms of quality of how you guys play, you are far apart.
But looking at that game,
forget league positions.
Yeah,
Spurs didn't play well because on a normal circumstance, you're not supposed to have those kind of chances.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They didn't play.
I'm not even discussing. Like, for starters, that Garnacho chance, Garnacho should 100% score that.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'll get onto him in a minute. But even though you're saying, did I expect us to win that match? Probably not.
Yeah.
But still, I'm still looking at that match and I'm like, there are certain things that happened that if those things were corrected, we might have won the
Probably
match.
gotten a
And I
result.
get it that obviously there was no one else to play in Bruno's position
Yeah.
because they were used players on the bench. But like he's the captain of the team. And the fact that Bruno, again, for how many managers in a row has he played under, and they still cannot get Bruno to play disciplined. Like if you're playing a pivot with Casemiro, right? Sometimes, especially when they're attacking us, just stay beside him and help him. If the Bruno run forward, he receive the ball, long passes. I'm telling you, him and Onana, yeah, this the Super Bowl was all last week. I mean, these guys should have been there. And bro, the amount of time they kept on launching forward, Onana will launch it, Bruno will launch
What
it.
do you want them to do?
What do you mean by what do you want them to do?
What do
Bro,
you-
there was a time in the game where Zexi, who played pretty well by the way,
Yeah, Zex.
he received the ball, right? He skipped past some players, gave it to Bruno. And like Dogu was really free on the other side. I'm like, you know what, first time, give it to Dogu. And Bruno just receives the ball. And he just loses it immediately. And I'm like, God have mercy.
Is it because I said Bruno number 6? That's why. Don't worry.
Bro, he's showing you his true
No vex.
But at the same time, I don't want to be someone that says it was all Bruno's fault or it was all Dalo's. Who, by the way, Dalo was awful yet again.
The whole except Zexi
Yeah, Zexi.
and probably
I guess the defense was pretty
defense
decent,
was
and Dogu
equally
played quite
one
well. Dogu played quite well.
the rest of them were all. The team as a whole is bad, bro.
Bro, I don't even know.
You cannot put it on one player. Like we have enough evidence to show that your team as a whole is just bad. This is a Man United problem. This is not.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
Bruno Fernandes
unfortunately,
problem.
the January transfer window ended. And please explain to me how Garnacho, Hoyland, and Zexi are the only 4 players you have. Like, bro, I saw Tel starting for Spurs.
Imagine you
Tel that
sold.
was supposed to be playing for us.
Imagine you sold Garnacho now. It would have been worse.
Bro, do you get? Okay, I wanted us to get rid of Rashford. We did. But we got rid of him. We didn't replace him. We didn't replace Anthony when he left. Bro, Sancho left last season. We didn't replace him either. And like everybody was saying the exact same thing. If we get injuries, what are we going to do? And on the day transfer deadline ended, Ineos came out and they were like, you know what, yeah, we're fine with the business we're doing. And I was like, are you kidding me? Because Ahmad was playing well or whatever. Now Ahmad is gone.
Out for this season.
Bro, what are we now supposed to do?
You have to make use of Zexi was how much?
I know
50
Zexi was
Zexi was 50 M.
30 something.
Zexi was 30 something. It
Yeah.
was 50.
That's something.
Hoyland was 40 something.
Holland was 72.
Bro.
God.
So,
Okay, Holland, at this point, like just play Chidobe. And I was actually quite disappointed in Amorim yesterday. To the fact that I get it, he doesn't want to give young players a chance, but we're always going to lose that match. Like, how worse will it have been if 20 minutes into the second half, he was like, you know what, Hoyland, get out. Let Chidobe Martin play. Because, Hoyland was off again. Like, a lot of people are giving Anthony stake, right? Because we bought Anthony for 80-something million and he didn't play.
You cannot even blame Anthony.
And he didn't play all right. But at the same time, everyone just seems to give Hoyland the pass because of what he's young. But Hoyland costs a lot of money. And I get it that a lot of chances are not being created for him. I totally get that. But at the same time, his hold-up plays. Bro, I'm telling you, this guy is like passing to like a wall. He
can't talk.
Bro, this guy gives me Lukaku. This guy can't control the ball. He can't link up play. And it's quite sad to see, man. And what's scary is the fact that obviously on the title is called are we going to be relegated?
You're not going to be relegated, but like it's embarrassing enough that you are in a relegation.
You get like we are 12 points away from relegation zone. So in my mind, I'm like, it's not possible. You need 10 now. I'm like, it's not possible. But at the same time, look at the matches we have coming up. We have Fulham, we have Wolves.
You play Everton away.
You get?
You are going to lose.
So the question is like,
do you know you're going to lose?
In those games,
you are going to lose.
I cannot come out and tell you we're going to beat Everton because I don't necessarily know.
Yes, you cannot. It's not about I cannot. You will not.
Bro, and if you win, bro, and if you don't win our next 4 or 5 games, and then it now becomes a discussion. Bro, do you know before this season, the lowest we've ever finished in our history is 8th, and at this point, bro,
you're going to finish below that.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 12th, 13th, 15th, 16th.
You know when Ten Hag was sacked, you guys were I think 5 points away from the top 4. When they sacked Ten Hag, you were 5 points.
I don't think so.
You were 5-6 points away from top 4 when Ten Hag was sacked.
Yeah.
And now you are 10 points from bottom 3.
Yeah, but
we should still support Amorim.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, come on. If you watched
when last did you win a game as Man United in the league, not in the Europa League?
So long. But even that one was
crap. That was like 3 weeks ago.
Bro, like man, Amorim too also has some faults just because of whatever.
We should still believe in. I mean, everybody beats Spurs. Like Spurs, like give away for everybody, bro. Let's just still beat Spurs. Ipswich beat Spurs. Man United can't beat. It's just Spurs.
Bro,
You
I'm
can't-
like,
you guys have not beaten Spurs this season.
what do
You
you
played
get
three
it?
times.
And you guys are beating us.
Three times. So
Yeah.
we should still believe in Amorim. We should
Right
still-
now,
we
man,
should still support him.
Amarin also has his faults, but like, I still feel it's a little dumb. The fact that we are used to playing a 4-3-3, right? And then we bring in a new coach
Yes.
and say we want to play this new system,
Yeah.
and we've only brought one player for him, who by the way was our best. Doug was probably our best player on yesterday. So he could also come out and say the fact that if you're bringing me in, right, and you've only signed one player for me, and that player is the only one that's playing well, so I feel before we give Amarin like strict judgment, let's see Amarin when he has been given
In the championship.
when
In the
yeah,
championship.
but man, you make me so sad, man. It's
in
crazy.
the
like,
championship. No, there's no problem now.
man, you make me so sad.
If you recall in episode 1, I said obviously you are trying to implement a style. It's normal. I mean, clubs transition. But like this is a point where you have to manage a team. Like scrap this season out. Let's manage. Like literally when Ten Hag came, they didn't give Ten Hag his players immediately. Like it was a process. They didn't start signing immediately. You have to scrap this team first. Like the whole Ole's, McTominay's, all of them. Ten Hag scrapped them and like till a proper window. We're just 4 months away from the season ending. So just manage these 4 months. See how far you go, see how high you go. Manage the whole thing then.
Yeah, but like, what does manage mean? Because if manage means changing back to a 4-3-3, that makes no sense. Because bro, if you look at the squad that we played yesterday, we couldn't have even played a 4-3-3.
No, I'm not saying.
we only had
I'm not saying,
one
I'm not
window.
saying you should play 4-3-3. Like
So, but like, what does manage mean?
manage means management. The literal meaning of management, using what you have to optimum use.
Bro, that is all we have. We have nothing of the
No,
bench
he's
because
trying
Mount,
to-
Shaw, and all these guys
to,
are injured.
He's trying to revamp the whole thing as per. No, this is not the time to implement. This is time to scrap. You can when you have yourself a proper window and like a whole summer. What they call it? The whole
Window.
summer, whatever. That's when you
Pre-season.
can now pre-season. That's when you can now start to implement. But for now, you are not signed to implement a style. You are signed to not make it as worse as Ten Hag made it.
I disagree. And this
And
one
now,
I disagree
and
is
now,
not that.
and now it's getting worse.
No, but I disagree because
If you lose to Everton and Crystal Palace win, Wolves win, which I think Wolves have been playing very well. I mean, you saw that second half against Liverpool.
yeah,
You'll be 7 points away from 18th. Yeah, and that is proper relegation battle. Like, proper relegation scrap.
yeah, but the way I look at it, if we're being honest, I doubt we're going to get relegated.
I'm not
But my
I'm not
point
saying-
is
I'm not
the
saying
fact
you'll
that
get
like
relegated.
you're bringing
But
a
the
manager
red-
that has only played one way all of his life, and you're going to tell me because there's crisis going on, he should not go and what change. And wait, I don't understand
We're not
what
saying
change
we should-
means.
we're not saying
Wait,
we
bro,
should
like
change.
what hasn't he changed? Because at Sporting, right, he used to play with wingers instead of wing backs or full backs. In Man U, he has changed. He's playing. Dogu is a left back. He's playing in there. Dalo is a right back. So that alone, he has changed. He's basically playing a back five right now. The issue I have with Amarin is the fact, obviously, there are injuries right now. I feel Amarin is doing something that because even when we had players fit, he would never ever drop Bruno. He never ever drop Dalo. And I don't understand this whole favoritism thing because that's something I didn't like that Ten Hag did with Rashford. The amount of times Dalo has put in terrible performances, and then next week Dalo is back in the team. I just want to see if Dalo has this like past history of being great or whatever. To the fact that you can't drop him.
Oh, you're saying because they are Portuguese.
I'm not saying that, but like this is the point where I'm just wondering what's going on.
Dalo is Portuguese. Fernandez is Portuguese. Amorim is Portuguese.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe
Wow.
because maybe he's like now.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, but I don't get it.
No problem.
But man, to be honest, this season is just whatever. Let's
Just give up on this season. I mean,
no, bro, I've given up a long time. I was even hoping maybe we could win like Europa League and like scam.
You
But
want to
like, now
win
that,
what?
but like now that we've gotten these injuries, I'm like,
So you thought you would win an European competition with this team? That would be scam.
yeah, but I don't think.
That's-
Yeah, but
that's-
before these injuries,
They
bro,
they
like,
win.
Spurs are the, like apart from Spurs, like who else is really there in Europa League?
Spurs, Galatasaray.
Yeah, but like,
Betis.
bro, if all our team was healthy, there's no reason,
Betis.
bro. Betis are in the conference. There's no reason why you
Betis
don't
are in the conference.
There's no reason you go to chance. But you know what, yeah?
Yeah,
Making
Betis
me
are in the
depressed,
conference.
moving away from Man U.
No problem.
Back to the title race. So, Arsenal, do you watch the Arsenal Leicester game?
Yeah, Merino.
Yeah, credit to Arsenal though, because the injuries that they have, them too, also another team where their owners also fucked up. And there's something that I don't like when these owners are always behaving like broke boys. Like, please stop. Like, bro, did you see Arsenal's front three yesterday? Sterling, Trossard and
Oh,
Wanieri.
1 year, yeah.
Like they managed to win that game, right? But going forward, is that team going to win you a Premier League? I don't think so because when Saka gets injured and when Havertz gets injured, the board didn't buy anyone else to replace them, and now they're left there. They're left scrambling. Like they won that game, credit to them. Because when it reached like 70, 80 minutes, I was already ready
They
to come on the
signed,
show and be like,
they have Havertz, they have
bro,
Jesus.
Havertz is injured.
Yeah,
Jesus is injured.
they
So
have
my point
Jesus.
is, you cannot. Okay, Jesus was injured before. Saka was injured before, and the January transfer window came, and they didn't buy anybody.
Chill, let's put it straight like this. They have Jesus, Havertz, Trossard, Wanieri, Saka. These are almost 6 strikers. If all of them are fit, you are talking when they are injured. This is why I understand when clubs don't make signings, unrealistic signings, because you cannot sign a player for 6 months. You have to sign in 2-3 years. If all these 6 players, the Saka, Wanieri, Odem, Jesus, Trossard, all of them are fit. Martinelli, if everybody is fit, who is going to play and who is going to be on the bench? It means you're just signing players for the bench.
Bro, Saka is out for the season.
Yeah,
Jesus is probably out for the season.
I understand Saka.
And those 2 injuries happened before January. Okay, Havertz happened a couple weeks ago. But 100%, you knew that, at least on the case of Jesus and Saka, they're not going to play again this season. And the only thing you had was a 17-year-old in 1 area. You had Sterling that plays as if he has dysentery or something. Sterling is off.
They have Sterling, they have Martinelli, they have
Bro, Martinelli is injured for the rest of the season as well, you know.
Okay, yeah, he's injured.
So like
I'm saying, in the case of when these people are fit, you know, if you're signing now, you are signing for this season.
But they are not fit.
No, but then after this season, what now becomes of them? If you're saying sign, it ends in this season. By August, everybody's back, or by June, even everyone's back.
But even when all these players are fit,
that's why sometimes when we have injuries, I understand why we don't sign. Because imagine we then sign, what becomes of them? They will just waste their years because you're not going to play. You're just going to play for the while I need you. And when you're done, when I'm done with you, when Saka is back, whoever they sign, is gone.
That's a fair point. But even when Martinelli was fit, there were still question marks about if Martinelli is the caliber of player that's going to win a Premier League. For starters, they don't still have a number 9. Especially the fact that Sterling was supposed to be this short fix, and Sterling hasn't worked either. So if I'm being perfectly honest, if Arsenal are going to turn into that Premier League winning team, the only players that are 100% good enough in that front 3, 100% is Saka. It's only Saka. And if Saka is the only person that is going to be there when Arsenal, if they can manage to win a Premier League.
They are not going to win this league.
They're not going to win this season. I'm saying moving forward, the fact that they didn't make any investment, there's no striker, there's no whatever. And now, Liverpool dropped points against Everton. And they nearly dropped points again on Sunday. Let's say, for example, Liverpool drew this match on Sunday now. The gap now reduces to 4 points, which is catchable. And now, and considering the fact that Arsenal and Liverpool, they're still going to play each other. So if Arsenal had good players, like let's say they had bought or loaned in some decent players. But look at Aston Villa. Aston Villa was 6th or whatever, and they knew that okay, they need Champions League to save their season. But what they went out, got Rashford, they got Marlon, they
have so much
Asensio.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. But like, why they Arsenal?
At the long run, all these players, what becomes of them? The Marlon,
forget about what becomes of them.
The Bailey, Marlon, Asensio, Rashford, Watkins, Morgan, Rogers, all of them. What becomes?
Bro, they're all going to play because
they are not all going to play.
Wait, bro. Do you know the difference between not being in the Champions League and being? Bro, the difference in income for them is massive. So they know that the risk of buying these players for like what, that 10, 80 million they spent on like loan fees. If they get in Champions League, it will be worth it. And Arsenal should know that if Liverpool end up dropping points and they had bought players to get them to push for the Premier League, and let's just say, for example, they won it, the amount of money they're going to get from that would have been worth the 20, 30
no,
million.
We're not talking about the money, we're talking about the players. Because all these players will end up like, okay, let's say the Sakas are back, Saka is back, Havertz is back, Gabriel Jesus is back, everybody is back, and you've signed more. So you're talking 7, 8 strikers available, whereas you only need 3.
What do you mean by you only need 3?
You only need 3 starting. And then these people, you're not obviously going to sign. You're going to sign quality players because you want to win. According to you, you want to win the league.
Yeah.
That's where I feel your academy comes to play. You have this kind of problem. You sign because the academy players, they will relish the chance they have. Number one, they're going to give their all. But you see, when you sign players for crazy amount of money, in the sense that, oh, I have injuries, and then all the players that are injured comes back. Not only have you wasted money, those players, they become dead weights on the bench. There are many instances that has happened. I mean, Chelsea overloaded their squad. Now look at Nkunku. Nkunku can't play for shit.
Yeah, but that's a fair point. But this is different. Why? Because Arsenal right now.
So Chelsea wanted to compete now. Chelsea signed everybody.
Yeah, but
Nkunku,
again, what I'm saying is
Felix,
the reason why you keep
everybody.
signing is because you sign until you find the ones that actually fit.
Bro,
But
you can't just be signing.
right now, are you telling me that when Arsenal are fully fit, do you think their squad is the best squad in England?
No. When they are
so
if what you're saying is that if they are fully fit now, let's say they signed players, they signed 2 strikers.
Let's say they bought Cunha, for example.
Assuming they bought Cunha now, then Saka comes back, Havertz comes. Obviously, Cunha is going to play 9. Havertz comes back, Gabriel Jesus comes back. That's 3 centre forwards. And
yes.
These are the centre forwards are Cunha, Gabriel Jesus, and
Havertz, for example.
Havertz.
Yeah.
These 3, you only need 1 to start. Then you have Trossard, you have Martinelli, you have Saka, you have Ethan Nwaneri that is actually playing very well. There are 4 wingers, only 2 starts. What becomes of the ones that don't start? Take Chelsea for example. When they had I think it's last season or even this season, Noni, Sancho, Jackson, Felix, Nkunku. I'm talking about strikers like leave Palmer. Palmer is undisputed. Jackson, like they had almost 6-7 strikers. Dewsbury Hall. They have they can revamp their front 3 times. Now what becomes have you heard of Dewsbury Hall?
He's a midfielder anyway, but yeah,
Dewsbury Hall plays as a winger.
I'm saying midfielder, but I'm saying I understand the point you're making.
Do you understand?
I get what you're saying, but at the same time,
what has become of Dewsbury Hall? What has become of Felix? Felix has left the club because he couldn't play. But they signed Felix in the sense that let's have the players. What becomes of them?
I'm saying I'm not disagreeing with you. But Arsenal, bro, when you are this close to winning the Premier League, right?
They are not this.
Bro, last season they finished off by 2 points. I'm saying coming into this season, right? And see, Arsenal won, so I don't really want to be criticizing them too much. Bro, watch 2012 when Man City won that Premier League where Akoro scored worst moment of all time, and we lost by 1 point. See next season, what do we do? Van Persie, boom, Premier League. But it is literally that simple because sometimes when you're very close, what you need is just that push. And according to Arsenal, their push was Merino. Obviously, he scored 2 goals, so credit to him. And what Califuri, another left back, it wasn't needed. And then they come into the season, and they are still in games where it has been tight, and they haven't been able to figure it out. It was Leicester. That was the reason why they were able to win that game. If it was a Bournemouth or a Nottingham Forest, bro, they're going to lose the game just because. And then you're saying, you're saying, what if Saka comes back? But what if Saka never recovers from his injury? What if next season? How do you know? Well, because when players come back from injury, it isn't guaranteed that you have this injury and they're going to come back and be the same player. It isn't guaranteed.
What kind of prayer is that?
It's not a prayer. It is the truth. Look at Neymar, for example. His first big injury, it messed him up. He hasn't been the same player since.
That is Neymar. Neymar is not a serious person.
Bro, but at the same time, there are tons of players in history that have happened to them, that they get these injuries, right? And they think they're going to come back and be okay with you. Look at Lisandro Martinez from Manchester United. Last season, he got this ankle injury, right? And he came back, and everybody was like, good, thank God Lisandro Martinez is back. He's injured again. So you can't necessarily say don't sign because when they play a comeback, they're going to have water. But what if Saka comes back and he's not the Saka that you need before?
These signings or whatever, I feel this is where your academy comes to play. There are players that would cherish 5 minutes more than most who do 70 minutes.
But they don't have anyone that's ready.
You can't just where did Nwaneri come from?
Bro, Nwaneri is ready. That's why he's in the squad.
No, it was Nwaneri. Nwaneri was. How did Nwaneri come?
My point is, Nwaneri was ready. He was in the squad. Luis Kelly too was ready. He was in the squad.
How did they come?
The fact that Arteta hasn't put any of them in the squad means that the academy players are not ready yet. So when they are ready, they will be put into the squad. But until they are ready, you need something.
If anything, this season has taught me. Obviously, when we had Militao and Alaba injured, then we had to bring Asensio. Everybody was like, wow, not only Asensio, this Jacobo also had an ACL. Jacobo was the one that was primed to start. And now look at Asensio. Asensio is the revelation of this season. Imagine we had signed another player and then Asensio comes back. I say Militao comes back, Alaba comes back, Rudiger comes back. We signed another one. You're just going to ruin that person's career. Because the person
will ruin his career.
The person won't play. He will just waste years and he will sit on the bench.
Please, how old is Asensio?
Asensio is 21 now.
He's 22.
21. He's turning 22. He's not.
But that's a good age. You're saying academy players. But you're talking. But Arsenal already have an academy left back playing for them.
No, I'm not
They
saying.
have
I'm
an
not saying.
academy left winger starting at 17 years of age. My point is, in a critical moment like this, you can't. Okay, bro, that's literally one player you're mentioning for Real
No,
Madrid.
it's not just.
If Vinicius got injured
It's
right
not.
now,
It's not just. It's not just
bro,
one.
if Vinicius and Mbappe got injured, and this was January transfer window, there's no way you're telling me you prefer if Madrid just left it like that.
They would leave it like that. Why?
Wait, but would you want that to
They
happen?
would leave it like that.
I'm not saying. I'm saying
No, I'm
what
not saying.
would you
It's
want?
not. It's not about me. Obviously, what I want. This is. They will tell you. Look into the Castilla. It happened last season. I mean,
Okay, then who?
it happened last season. It
Then,
happened.
but if you guys have those level of players in your academy, fine. But clearly, for the fact we haven't seen them, bro, Sterling is starting. For Sterling to Arsenal.
Against, like now, if something happens to either Kylian or Vinicius, you see that Gonzalo that scored the 3-2 in Leganes. You see him in the squad. I mean, he always makes the squad. Always, he's always making the squad.
Exactly.
Because they're always playing. And also Ancelotti. Probably Ancelotti is that kind of person.
And then for him, Wanyeri, so Arsenal are already doing
no,
that.
what I'm saying is,
but you can't do it every single time.
if I'm the board, signing players now, given the amount of players I already have, will just be unrealistic and unfair to the players too. Because next season you're not going to play as much as you played this season. You just
but like that is for them. That is for them.
Take Tel as an example. Solanke comes back, Richarlison comes back, Kulusevski, Son, everybody. One of them is going. They are going to drop one. That's why they signed Tel on loan. They are going to drop.
What do you mean by that? Way they said, bro? I'll have you know. You know they bid for Tel.
Yeah,
Tel didn't want to.
Didn't want to sign.
Yes, he didn't want to spot first.
I'm saying if it's loan, because like if you sign Tel now, Solanke, Richarlison, Son, Kulusevski, Deki for the inside.
Bro, if you loan a player from now, that's the thing. If Arsenal loan a player now and he played well from now to the end of the season, it reaches. What if Arsenal decide that player is better than what they already have, and instead they look to move on a Havertz or move on it? You don't know. So obviously we're going to move away from Arsenal because of time. There's too many people to talk about. But credit to them though, because it was a tight game. They managed to win, and I thought a few bad for them because after doing that, Liverpool played and they still won.
Should give up.
And that's what I'm saying. The title race to me is over because even when Arsenal win, there are games like bro. If you watch the Liverpool game, like obviously, credit to Salah again. Like bro, this week Everton a goal and an assist. Today again another goal, and Liverpool they're winning 2-0 now. And in my mind I'm like okay. 2, 3, 4, who even knows how much it's going to be. But then Wolves score. And after Wolves score, it becomes a tight game, sort of.
No, not really. Liverpool just gave up on that second half. They didn't want to play again. You know, they have bigger games to think of.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, Wolves could have equalized. And if Wolves had scored, then the gap becomes 4 points. And then Arsenal can come back. But unfortunately, Liverpool do Liverpool. And they hold on and they win.
The league is over.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering. And I think I was talking to you about it last show, 2 shows ago. Is like, it was Joel I was talking to. I was like, he's telling me Arsenal are going to win the league, right? But I'm like, which games are Liverpool going? Because bro, the games are reducing.
He's an Arsenal fan. This is March already. February is over. This is March.
So like, which games are they even going to lose?
And you still have big games. Arsenal will still play Liverpool. We still play City. No, we've played City home and away. There are still big games for Arsenal.
But there's exactly so. And even if Liverpool drop points, that would mean Arsenal are going to have to win every single game. With this squad, do you think you can do that?
And it's not possible.
That's in comment section because I don't think you can. So, Man City, Brighton, Mamouche hat-trick.
I don't know what is wrong with Manchester City.
No, Mamouche is a baller.
No, I know he's a baller. I'm saying Manchester City as a club. They will win today, lose tomorrow.
Bro, they're a very flip-flop club right now.
I don't understand.
After what happened in midweek, it was crazy, bro.
I swear, I don't even understand them. Like, we literally outplayed Manchester City. Like, completely outplayed them. And then they wiped this. We gave Pep took 20 shots.
I won't say you guys outplayed them, but obviously we're not talking about
Pep
that.
took 20 shots on Tuesday. That's the most he has taken since he signed in the UCL, since he signed for Manchester City.
Wait, so how is that? So how is that now?
In his turf.
Wait, so how is that you guys now outplaying them?
That's what I'm saying. He has never been played as bad as he was played on Tuesday.
Watching that game, I won't say you guys necessarily.
That's because
bro, Man City should have won that game if they had an IQ. Because bro, when you look at the goals you guys scored now, you guys were up. Man City were up. Was it 2-1? And then Edison goes and kicks it to this guy. Raheem scores.
You are talking about what about the goals that we should have scored? You're talking about the ones we scored. What about the goals that we should have scored?
Yeah, but Man City
we hit the post twice. Probably hit the post. Vinicius hit the post twice. Mbappe missed almost 4 1-on-1s with Edison. Edison was actually having a great game before the chest pass to Ben Jers. So you cannot say Look at the goals that were scoring. Mbappe should have scored 4 goals in that game because
Sorry,
he
but
was, he was, he
the
was,
only thing I'm saying was I wouldn't necessarily say you guys outplayed them. But as I said, we're not talking about that. We're talking about how Man City beat Newcastle.
yeah, I don't
And
think.
credit to Mamouche, by the way, because I was going to ask you a question though, on Man City. And that's exactly why Man City keep winning these Premier Leagues. Because look over like the last 6, 7 years, or let me not say 4 years, like recruitment wise, like how many times did Man City miss? Think about it. Because bro, Mamouche looks good. Obviously, Haaland was excellent. Savinho remains to be seen. But like most times, okay, look at Nico Gonzalez, the bot. He played very, very well. And that's also another thing I was going to say about Man City. The fact that obviously they play very, very well on the field. But any single time they go to the market and buy players, a lot of times they don't miss. Look at Guardiola.
70 million.
Excellence. I know, but
80
I
million,
get it. But like my
100
team,
million.
yeah, but my
They
team.
missed with Grealish though. Grealish
Okay,
is
obviously,
100.
good, but like my team, Manchester United, have spent those amount of money to on players. But like, look at the difference.
He's not the player. I mean, look at Anthony at Real Betis.
Yeah, but still, he's
It
not.
is your club problem. It's not the player
Feel
problem.
my club problem.
It
Still,
is Man United.
what do you mean by it is Man United's problem?
It's Man
If you-
United.
Bro, for how good Anthony is playing right now, you can't still tell me Anthony is an 85 million pound player. He's not.
If he maintains this level,
This is
and
85 million
no,
pound.
I'm not saying that it's 5 million pounds. At Ajax and at now at Real Betis, it's almost similar as the way they are playing.
But Ajax was never an 85 million pound player. He has never been an 85 million pound player.
How is now Grealish 100 million?
I'm saying, apart from Grealish, obviously they missed on Grealish, but I'm not saying all the signings Man City have made, a lot of them have been good. And that's why, even though they are not playing as well right now, you already know Man City are going to come back. Okay, wait, look at Joe.
They're going to come back what?
They're going to come back better next
season. Is
season.
it against me or okay?
No, I'm going to come back next season.
Okay.
Like, I just wanted to just bring that up and just to say, well, their new signing though, obviously Nico and
Kusanov.
again, look at you. The same thing. I was talking about Arsenal right now. Look at Man City, right? They're not having a good season so far. So they went to January transfer market and they're like, let us not miss out on top 4. Mamouche, Kusanov,
Nico.
Rice, Nico. Because that's what a big team is supposed to do. And that's what I wanted my club to do. That's what Arsenal should have done. When you're going through this crisis in between the season, that's the reason why that January transfer window is there. It isn't there just for you to just look around and feed reports out that you're interested in whatever.
You don't really spend on June, January.
Bro, if the season dictates what you spend. If the season isn't going well, then you have to spend. You can't say, okay, I'm just going to wait till the summer because the way that season is going, you can't guarantee that you're going to have the same chances next season. So when you're there, it is literally okay. You're running a marathon, for example, and if you're halfway, it's literally just like that drink of water or that glucose or that glucose boost, whatever. Just give you that like extra boost you need to go. And credit to Man City, obviously, they bottled in the Champions League, but I like the fact that their owners saw and then they provided pep with the players. But
They provided pep.
they provided pep with the players, and Newcastle were even disappointed in that match.
Yeah,
Isak was quiet. Guimaraes was quiet.
Kusanov blocked Isak.
I think you actually look like Isak.
Who, me?
I think you look like Isak.
Everybody, I look like different. I look like different.
Yeah, no,
people.
I think you look very, very much like Isak.
Please go on, proceed.
You're mad though. You record podcast on Monday. You play for Newcastle on Saturday.
Please, can you proceed?
Yeah, I need a side by side of this.
I look nothing like Isak. Although
Alexander Isak.
Isak is good looking, but I look nothing like Isak.
Yeah, I'm saying if you scrape the beers, I'm telling you,
Bro, can you frame
classic
me?
Isak.
Can you frame me, guy? I'll proceed. What are we going on next? Is it
Chelsea. Bro, I didn't even know Chelsea were even playing on Friday. Bro, I was hooping. I just came home. I just saw
Chelsea.
Chelsea lost to Brighton 3-0.
People that were celebrating Maresca as per our Chelsea is back and now asking for Maresca to go out. Like they're calling for Maresca
To be up.
Yeah,
but credit to him because, bro, when people were saying Chelsea, he was one that came out and said, this team are not ready to win it. I'm credit for him for saying that because he also saw what we didn't see yet. The fact that this Chelsea were going to flop at some point. But I want to talk about Sancho because, bro, I didn't move for when they bought him. Like, oh, we scammed Man U. Look at Sancho. Look at this. I was like, I know that the real Sancho is going to come out eventually. Forget all this, whatever. And then, bro, he sucked in this game. And how many matches? And now they're not apparently. Chelsea fans now want to send him
Chelsea
back.
fans are very impatient. That's what I've noticed because you have to. This thing is a process. You're not even having it that bad. I mean, Chelsea are still top 4 now.
Yeah, they're still top 4.
They're still top 6 in the league. So
even Palm myself,
you're not having it
wasn't
that
when I
bad.
was good as I wanted Palmer to.
Exactly. So you're not having it that bad, and you're already calling for Maresca's sack and for Sancho's head. But I feel like it's not just working for Sancho in England. We should just leave England.
That's the thing, bro. Like,
because you've tried so many places: City, Arsenal, Chelsea.
and I was a City, he didn't get like a crowd, but like,
Yeah,
but like, which
Chelsea.
many were celebrating. I was like, bro, Sancho is inconsistent. Sancho is a very, very good player on his day.
Yeah, but it's not just.
And those are the
working
worst
in
kinds of players who are very good on their day, which means on the another day they can be
Yeah,
absolutely
very
pants.
rubbish,
Like
yeah.
you get. Even Sancho, even Rashford. I was watching Rashford tackle.
Rashford was actually very nice.
Bro, I saw Rashford slide tackle. I was like, really?
Your club is the problem. I tell you.
Bro, stop this.
I keep-
Also, it is my club that Rashford cannot tackle. Like, what are you on about?
There is something behind
Bro,
the scenes.
so
at
Rashford cannot tackle
even
because of Man U.
Ronaldo said this. Like there's
That
something.
what?
There's something behind the scenes. There's something inside there that we cannot just come and explain. But it's there. You get. I mean, everybody.
I'm never having
See,
that.
everybody is saying. Mourinho said his greatest achievement is finishing second. You get. Ronaldo said it's not like before.
Obviously, it's not like before.
It's not like before. Every single player you guys let go is like he's released from bondage and he becomes born again.
Really
Like,
born again.
Anthony is on and Anthony it's not as if they are giving him the MVPs as per his Anthony. He's actually deserving.
Bro, I saw that volley is
Did
good.
you watch Anthony yesterday?
True, yeah, I'll reserve judgment on that because I happen to remember that when we bought Anthony, he scored in 3 games in a row too. I'll reserve judgment.
The witch at Carrington hadn't entered.
Yeah, but same thing with Sancho too. Once Sancho left, he was playing well for like a month, and eventually, so on Anthony, I reserve judgment. I want to see if I can see it for a longer time. I'll have a discussion.
This is just
No, because if I see him play well for 3 games, I'm not going to. Because bro, Anthony was the one that scored against Bacana when in the Europa League. He has scored against Man City. He has scored against Arsenal. Like I know Anthony can play well. If I can see Anthony play well 4 or 5 weeks consistently, then we have a discussion.
Don't worry, you see, we are calm.
Yeah.
Because Anthony yesterday was just amazing.
Bro, so can we go to La Liga now?
Yeah.
Because bro,
the refs.
I can't remember which was Saturday. I just messaged him. I was like, how far? And he just goes La Liga refs. And I didn't watch the game.
What can I say?
I'm going to give you an ISO here. So what happened in that game?
If you watch the game very well, we're denied 3 penalties, handballs.
Diver.
Like handballs, penalties.
Diver.
Not really diving. They were handballs, and obviously I'm not contesting their own penalty, but like if you're supposed to give that, how should have been given? We had like 3 first half, 3 penalties. Mbappe was punched in the chest. There was no catch. Fran Garcia was literally pushed to the stands. Like they literally threw him away to the stands. There was no catch for that. I understand Jude's claim as per. Obviously Jude was rash to the refs, but he read directly. Because according to I don't know the exact what happened like exactly. I'm hearing different versions of what Jude said. Jude was referring to the refs and everything. But like this is bro, they literally scream at referees.
Yeah, what I heard was Jude said fuck off and the ref heard fuck you.
Yeah, that's
what I heard, but I don't know how true that is. But I think on Jude he has had this issue with refs. I think he had it last season as well. Was it Valencia or something that he got sent off?
No, that one against Valencia, the ref blew the whistle.
But like he got also
that one was the ref's fault.
I'm not saying like the talking to the referee, like Jude has had this thing before.
You watch the Premier League now.
Yeah.
They literally curse at the referees. This is a normal thing. Even the ref curse at them.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like when refs try to make themselves feel.
Do you understand? This is football. It's like I understand that I'm not supposed to tackle. I understand I can get carded. Yeah. But like we are. Obviously, tempers are flaring, so there was my comment.
No, that happens like that.
The game is gone soft, like bro.
That was it, bro.
The game has gone so soft.
Yeah, bro. This is if I'm in a situation too, man. I'm
like you're a man for God's sake. You're academic, because. But
like,
are you a woman?
But at the same time, though, do you think Madrid played well?
Yes, we played very well first half. Like I think we should have like 3 penalties first half. Obviously, we went a man down 40 minutes in, so. The second half, it was on us. Even at that, we should have scored. Mbappe had a really good chance, like 90 plus minutes to win the game, and Herrera saved it. But still, we're 10 men down for second half, and we're still able to. Their goal was a penalty. Aside their goal, there was not really much of a chance they created. Everything, the ref just cost our game. It's not like Osasuna played very well. We should have beaten Osasuna properly.
Yeah, but lucky for you guys, Atletico Madrid for the second week in a row now. You guys drop points. But Atletico Madrid too.
Even Atletico Madrid too. You see, when Real Madrid talk about the referees and release statements, everybody's going, Real Madrid are biting their hands, their feet, then blah blah blah. Whereas it's everybody that is suffering from this problem. Barrios was red carded 8 minutes into the game, and there were 8 minutes.
No, but that was a red
That was a red
card.
card.
Bro, like, that attack was nasty.
Yeah, we are talking about in that game, not just that game. Atletico Madrid also have their own problems with the referees. Barcelona also have their own problems with the referees.
Yeah.
Every single person has their own. Even Alaves released a statement against the referees. Every single person is having.
Yeah, I think referees in general, because I don't even know which referees are good. Premier referees are trash. La Liga referees too apparently are trash. I think Syria, that's all.
Serie A referees are disciplined.
They are decent
Because they know the kind of league they are playing in. But the game is just gone very soft. I don't understand.
It's crazy, bro.
I don't understand how that is a card.
Yeah, but as a neutral, sure, like Madrid dropping points, I like to also like make the title race a lot more interesting. And also, Barca played this night.
Yeah.
If Barca win, the gap goes back.
If they win the game,
I think they're level.
Yeah, they become
because
level on points, but
that's
they will be above in goal difference.
Mm.
So they become first, second, and Atletico Madrid third. But like the league is still open.
Yeah.
The league is still very much open.
But I think I told you a couple of weeks ago, sure, from now, clip me up. We'll see what happens at the end of the season. Atletico Madrid is still my pick. Maybe just because I want a team to win, but I think I'm still going to Atletico Madrid to win.
Atletico Madrid can win this league.
I feel like they can. Especially because look at, bro, you guys drew last week too, yeah?
Yeah, we have played Atletico Madrid home and away.
I think last week, did you guys draw?
1-1, yeah.
Yeah,
refs too.
Yeah, but I'm more like, you guys could have like been 7 points, 10 points already.
Yeah.
But you guys have dropped points, and it's sort of like you guys might eventually win, but you're giving Atletico Madrid and Barca chance to come back.
If I'm not going to win, it's going to be Barcelona. I can't bet Atletico Madrid. Like,
but Barcelona always have this tendency.
If you watch La Liga properly, and you watch Atletico Madrid, you see that these guys are just very lucky. Like they're just very, very, very lucky. Like they are experts at scrapping 1-0, 2-1. You don't watch the game. You just see the result. Like, oh, Atletico Madrid won. But if you watch this game, you would see that these people could have easily lost this game. Like easily. I mean, when they are playing this bottom league side, 1-0, like they'll just scrap the win. 1-0, 2-1, penalties, Griezmann. Scrap it.
At
the end of the day, like at the long run, you cannot keep doing that for 90.
But if it's one thing about Atletico Madrid under Diego Simeone, they can't do that.
You cannot do that.
Bro, they can't do that. That season they won the league in that lockdown year. The amount of time they did, like there's one manager that I know that can just calm results. Is Diego Simeone.
We are reaching that business end of the season.
I get that, but
there are too many games.
But with Barcelona obviously should be higher for me than Atletico. I just feel like Barcelona have that result in them where they lose to like an Alaves or like, and it's just because when Barcelona are not, and that's the thing I like about Madrid and Atletico Madrid over Barcelona. I feel like when Madrid are playing well, they can win. When Atletico Madrid are not playing well, they can scrap.
They cannot,
I don't think Barcelona have that like scrap gene in them.
Atletico Madrid playing well is scrapping.
Exactly, but at least they can scrap.
Did you watch the derby?
I watched it now.
Scrap.
Well,
did you watch the one at Metropolitano 1-1?
Bro, even when they beat back at you, it was scrap. Every team needs that. Obviously, you wouldn't want your title winners to do that all the time.
That is
but
scrap.
Again,
you cannot scrap a title.
Bro, I'm telling you, Atletico Madrid can.
Maintaining that for 38 games plus the Champions League.
We've seen it before.
They still have Copa del Rey.
Bro, we have seen it before.
You cannot.
Bro, we've seen Atletico Madrid scrap like this.
You scrap, it can't work. Especially giving me as per Madrid and what Barcelona are playing. They are still yet to play Barcelona. They are still going to play Barcelona again.
Honestly speaking, if they beat Barcelona, and if Atletico Madrid said, okay, today we're going to make this match hard for Barcelona,
they're going to scrap it.
Bro, even if they scrap it and they win, bro, they won. I don't really care about who scraps
every time Atletico Madrid play Barcelona, it's either they lose or they scrap.
Even if they scrap and they win, bro, if they scrap and they win, bro, it just doesn't matter, bro.
Anytime they play a big team, they are scrapping.
So, but it doesn't. But what do you mean? No, but it doesn't matter. If they are winning the game, they are winning the game.
You can't scrap all the time. Scrapping won't work for you.
Bro, we've seen them do it before.
It won't work.
Bro, that season they won the league. That time they had Suarez and whatever. Bro, wasn't it a scrap?
It will not work this time. That was lockdown.
Yeah, but for me, obviously, Madrid for you. If I'm being like reasonable, Madrid are favorite. But to me, I still put Atletico Madrid over Barcelona because when Barcelona are not playing their pretty football, I feel like they still have that tendency to sort of.
Yeah, if it's not working for them, it's not working for them.
Yeah, the thing. And every single team. I look at Liverpool yesterday.
They can scrap.
It wasn't working for them.
Yeah, but like they can scrap.
They can scrap. Every single team needs to know how to scrap.
A balanced team should know how to play. Then when it's not playing, it's not working for you, you know how to scrap.
You know how to scrap.
Barcelona don't know how to scrap. They know how to play. Atletico Madrid don't know how to play. They know how to scrap.
Yeah.
I'm still managing my scrap because my defense is not complete. That's why you see 1-1 instead of 1-0. Like normally scrapping is 1-0. 1-1 is not really a scrap.
Mm.
But if I want to play and win, I will play and beat you properly. The 5-1s, I'll properly beat you. But the one I say is not working, we scrap. But that's what I just need to work on. Like now, this Osasuna red card, we could have scrapped it.
Yeah.
Usually last season we would scrap this game. 1-0, scrap it, move. We've been scrapping this season too, Sha. All the 1-0s will just take and leave the stadium like quickly. Like we should have scrapped that Vallecano 3-3. We were 3-2 up. Once we are 3-2 up away at Vallecano, you scrap the game, survive, carry your 3 points, leave. But let's come on, you can't be scrapping for 38 games.
Remains to be seen.
It's not work for you.
But moving on, what I want to say, I was watching Juventus Inter the other day, and
who won? I didn't watch it.
Juventus. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Juventus won.
Yeah, a lot of people are giving.
For real?
Juventus won.
How many?
One.
Scrap.
Yeah, I said, what's this crap? Like Juventus won was a regular. More. A lot of people probably have been watching Serie A, but guys, Serie A title race is looking very.
Yeah, I didn't watch. That means Napoli are still on top now.
Yeah, but Napoli
they
also drop points
to Lazio. Yeah,
they also drop points.
I know they drop points to Lazio, but
I saw. I won't lie. The game was very interesting.
I did not see Inter Milan using to Juventus.
Yeah, but Serie A, they don't really get flaws. I'm saying, but like the title race one,
yeah, that's
very interesting.
Atalanta won.
AC Milan.
No, they scrapped. Atalanta scrapped. They drew Cagliari. It's new. They drop points. They drop points. Yeah, they drop points.
AC Milan too, but I know. When I got to watch my Rangers.
It's Atalanta, Napoli, and Inter, and all of them drop points today.
Yo, by the way, bro, did you see the jersey AC Milan won that last month?
Yeah, AC Milan have the best kits.
Bro, they released this new fourth one. Yeah, I'm going to say my birthday is on Thursday this week. I'm not going to say it's out there
this week.
Oh, this is Thursday. I'm telling you, if you're going to get me any, bro, that fourth Milan kit, preferably with Rangers at the back of the jersey.
No, wow. Talk to the comment section. Bro, I'm not doing.
Yeah, but that jersey is fine.
Yeah,
bro, have you seen it?
Milan have the best kits.
That jersey is like the backs of their names of. They even have like apostrophes.
Is it like I think it's Adidas that has sponsored
them. I think it's my.
It's Adidas.
I don't even know, but guy, the jersey is mad.
They take Milan very seriously.
Even the announcers, bro. What did him? If you see when this guy is called that Jimenez guy. This
Santiago Jimenez.
Bro, this comment was saying Santi. Like, I like see. A lot of people don't watch it just because obviously Prem. Yeah, but no, it's football.
They feel like they don't play. I feel like
bro, even Saudi League stuff, which does, bro. I sent you the link, bro. This bro, there's some guy was streaming it on.
That's what I was saying. I watched some of them.
Bro, even bro, like a lot of people say there's no atmosphere in Saudi.
They are big games,
bro. That is a lie.
Yeah, have you watched Etihad games? Al Etihad.
Bro, you see the crowd noise.
How? No.
Yeah, forget, bro. People come for games.
That's what I'm saying. That's they don't feel. They don't.
Bro, I want to. Bro, this Al Nasser, Al Ali, what?
It's a big game now.
Bro, you see this, bro. And this is Duran without eating. I know that Duran is just loving life where he's right.
Al Nasser and Al Ahly are a big game. I keep telling people if you see their big game, you see Etihad, you see Al Ahly, you see Al Nasser, you see Al Hilal. When these people are playing against each other. And these people, there's also one more. When these guys are playing against each other, the atmosphere, not only the atmosphere, the quality of football. Because of the players that are playing, bro, it tops.
So I like it, bro.
It tops a lot.
I'm telling you, bro. Because sometimes football in the Premier League just becomes too robotic for me. Sometimes just
get to the byline cross.
Bro, I didn't even know which match I was watching. This guy was free to shoot it. I was like, okay, this guy was past it. I'm like, bro, nobody shoots. And now I like Saudi League, I like Syria. Bro, these guys
they don't care. Do you get
bro, I like that.
They are still playing football. The football that we know, the game that we know and all. Now they will say that we are riding the Saudi League. This is not like just give it a chance. Forget.
Bro, I know I'm a Ronaldo fan, but like, bro, they took Ronaldo off. I was still watching him. I'm telling you, bro, there's football outside Prem.
We are not saying that bro, you should watch the Al Weda. No, obviously those ones. We are talking about the big games, like
bro,
the derby.
And it's free on YouTube, man. I'm like, it's interesting, like crazy.
Just give it a chance. Not just that, bro. Like, open your brackets from Prem, La Liga.
Yeah,
bro, even the Bundesliga. Have you watched Frankfurt Mainz play before? Frankfurt.
I'm not that hipster like
No,
me.
but Frankfurt and Mainz is a derby. Have you seen this?
Bro, I've never watched Frankfurt.
Bro, have you seen these two people play before?
I watched the Bayern Leverkusen.
Oh my God.
Bayern play
That's
Leverkusen.
not a derby.
And that was
But
a
it's a
derby,
big
but like,
game.
it was a big game.
It was a big game.
But
Bayern didn't play
even
anything
the
that game.
Bundesliga itself.
Bayern didn't play any game. They wanted to scrap that game. They were actually even lucky. But Leverkusen, I think they hit the post like 2-3 times.
Yeah, bro. Even that last chance, very should have
Bro,
been scored.
if you watch Frankfurt Mainz play against each other, wow.
Okay, so chill. You know what? Yeah, start, bench, sell.
Oh.
Saudi League, League on Bundesliga.
I'm starting Bundesliga. I'm benching Saudi. I'm selling Liga. I've said this. I think
Bro, I know when Ronaldo said it. A lot of people like, oh, a lot of people, but like, tell yourself, bro, nobody watches that league.
Tell yourself. Mention one breast player in the Champions League though. Or mention one. You that claim to watch breast.
But you know the other teams.
Should we go to that lens?
I know, but like white breast.
No.
It feels like you're always doing this. Yeah, last week I was like, I watch every single game. Breast. I watch every game, every single time.
It's not my fault. Breast came to my brain, guys.
You guys check our Instagram. It's on the page. Where this guy was talking about breast.
It's not my fault. Breast came to my head. I am a man. You have to understand me. I'm sure it will have come to your head.
Bro, I was thinking PSG, Marseille, something that...
Except PSG, Marseille. Remove PSG, Marseille, Monaco. That's basically it. Even Lyon are falling off. Lyon are buying Saudi quality players, Lacazette.
but even right now, sir, on entertainment, sir, to me, right now, I'm not putting Syria over La Liga.
The thing is that
right now, I think I first Syria over La Liga.
But you don't watch La Liga. The GOAT is playing in La Liga. You're telling me the real GOAT is playing in La Liga. And you're telling me, Anthony, the GOAT. Bro, I'm watching Betis.
I watch highlights, man.
They are farming Anthony's aura at Real Betis. If you, the Real Betis admin, their Instagram admin is having a few days.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, those guys love Anthony.
Yeah,
I'm looking at where I like to see that.
I feel like
I like to see it.
If I was Anthony, I would just advise him to stay there. Like,
bro, he should stay.
Because he's becoming a cult hero now.
Bro, he should stay.
Aura. And if he continues to perform like that, obviously Betis will finish Europa League this season. That's not bad.
I'm not the type of guy that's like, if a player leaves Man U, I'm like, wish him bad. No, guy, I want Tommy to do well. I want this guy to do well.
And they're all doing well. Because your club is the problem.
Right, I like to see
McTominay, Anthony, all of them, they're all doing very well. But even Twanzebe.
I like this. This is your Madrid kit.
Oh, this one?
But it wasn't Valentine's Day.
It was not Valentine. Did you do anything for Valentine?
I was at home.
I had the best Valentine though. I beat City. That was enough. It was played back, up and down, up and down.
Was that even on Valentine's Day?
It wasn't on Valentine's Day, but like on the day of Valentine, I just...
Now you went and watched it again. When people went out with their babes,
yeah, I was with my own babe.
Yeah, I was probably editing rules or some nonsense. Yeah, but even this one self was just quiet. Maybe it was just me, but I didn't even notice anyone doing anything.
Yeah, it's just you because you're single. It was loud for people that are...
Yeah, it was loud for you.
No, it wasn't loud. It was loud for me, obviously. I mean...
Yeah, it's okay.
It was loud for me, so...
Yeah, it's okay.
I
didn't even see anyone I knew, sir, both would have seen both I didn't even see anyone even say, okay, I'm taking this babe out, I'm taking whatever.
You cannot relate. There are no highlights for you to watch on YouTube. Just pain and suffering and hard. Would you watch your highlights? Tell me the truth. As a Man United fan, will you go on YouTube? Now that you saw what MTN are doing with your data, you now use your hard-earned data.
I saw bro, it's ridiculous, man. I know this guy was like, you better don't call me again. Voice notes. Voice notes. Yeah.
Like, imagine you now play that shit and you now tell me I should now use my data and go on YouTube and watch Man United. So I can understand why it was silent for you. I can't if I was the one.
Anyhow, pretty good show today.
Yeah.
Sorry. Again, like, subscribe, check out Kasha tips. Come back next week.
Next episode we'll improvise this cycle, make it very, very simple.
Yeah. Just get in the comment section. Tell us what you thought. Tell us where it's like Kamacha and get relegated. Tell us about what you think is going wrong at Chelsea. Am I right or wrong about Arsenal's thing? Should Arsenal have bought somebody?
And the refs in the league. This is not Madrid,
bro,
Barcelona.
Are they frauds? Are they on the take?
They are all frauds.
Are they corrupt?
David Kutz type of people.
David Kutz
people. All of them. This is not a Madrid Barcelona thing. This is we are all together against it. We need to fight against, because it's not making our league interesting. Like we are literally not even talking about the football again. Nobody's mentioning how close Mbappe is close to the Pichichi. Nobody's talking about the Asensio's performances.
Because no one cares. Because no,
Everybody's just referee.
and that's the end of the episode. Thank you. That's the end of the episode. Thank you guys for reached this far. And again, from the boys, Jeff, KC, we'll see you guys next week.
Like, share, follow. Is it follow? Okay, follow on Instagram.
Yeah, follow Instagram, TikTok, everything.
The cycle is watch episode, log on to his website,
Yes.
buy code, bet win, come back.
And then tell us thank you.
And tell us thank you.
Simple.
All right, same time next week.
Bye.
Beyond the night.
Is that bye?